No, you didn't. How dare you?
I don't want to sound mean or bad or I'm throwing shade or whatever.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Trends
Talk
Today. It's your boy Daily Amor.
And it's Ray Love. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. This channel is about us stating facts, giving our opinions, and you guys continuing the discussion. All right, let's get into our first topic. So, Samsung, yes, Samsung, the phone company that you all know with the Android, they are coming out with something called Samsung Bot Care, short for Robot Care. So yes, you're hearing me right. They're coming out with a robot that helps you at home. And here are some of the things that they help you with. They can help you pour wine. They can help you set up your table for dinner. They can help you put the dishes in the dishwasher. They can remind you of meetings that you have coming up or scheduling things, such as like a Alexa would do, or a Hey Google, or Siri. You know, all of that combined into one robot. And also, it knows, is what they said on the website, it knows your habits and behaviors. There's no pricing information out yet, and there's no limitation or anything about it being released to the public as of yet. You getting one?
First of all, it's the pouring the wine for you for me. Because any person who is drinking wine, I'm pretty sure they want to pour their own wine.
Yeah, but they can have it already set up for when they walk in the door. The robot can literally hand you the wine.
We don't know what glitches this thing has, okay? Because it could be pouring your wine one minute and knocking your glass over the next minute.
Yeah.
So I don't really think that this is something that I can see. But first of all, I'm not even a drinker. So that's that. But still, like for people who are like, oh, pour my wine, whatever the case is, this is a machine. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a robot. It has AI, which is fantastic. You know, congratulations, technology. But when it comes to like certain things, it's kind of like,
we don't know enough about this
in order to know like, what is it recording? The fact that it's learning who you are and how you are and stuff like that. How much of this information is just literally private to you versus being shared with whomever created this thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you can present something to us in a certain type of way and then say like, oh, this is fantastic. But then it's like, what about all of the other things that people aren't mentioning?
I hear what you're saying. It could also do your laundry, like put it in the wash.
I wouldn't mind that, because
you see, it's helpful.
I'll leave them downstairs though in the laundry room, be like, okay, so you know,
here you go, do your thing.
we good.
And they can talk to you. The commercial that they had the robot moving around, because it's not walking, but moving around, and it was talking to the person. The first thing the robot said was,
hey, I noticed that you spend a lot of time on your computer. You should take a break and stretch.
See, don't be telling me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Like, you here to perform a service. I don't need you telling me what to do.
you know, with the information and learning your behavior, we gotta realize our phones, our laptops, our TVs, our whatever else we got, they are learning your behavior. When you see those recommendations for ads, they're strategically placed for each person. It's not a random ad that's on anywhere you look at. It's always listening. It is cool. Is it safe? But I think it's cool. I mean, we see the movies and they have robots and it helps out.
Those movies usually end badly. This robot eyes turning red now, and you know what? Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I think the one robot that I do like is the robot that vacuums, that goes around and vacuums.
Right.
Like that one.
He don't be talking to nobody.
That's right.
He just does
silent.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it. It's probably gonna be super duper expensive though, for sure.
Absolutely.
And when Apple gets a hold of it, it's gonna be over. They're gonna have all your information. Nothing's gonna be private. Let us know what you think.
So, the next topic is Vogue cover with Kamala Harris.
Okay, hold on. Let's give some details here. So she got approached by Vogue and they asked her, hey, you want to do the cover? She said yes, but she had some rules and regulations. She said, I want my team to put together this cover. And so everything you see, that is her team. Vogue had nothing to do with this cover, even though it's their magazine. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the cover, I said, okay, it looks okay. I didn't say anything wrong. But then I realized this is for Vogue. And it's kind of like you have to dress for the part. You know, when you go for an interview, you dress a certain way for that job. She got a job I don't feel like she dressed for the way that Vogue is supposed to be viewed as. And I know she's saying, oh, I'm doing it for the everyday woman, and she has her, you know, her pantsuit. She has Converses on to show some edginess, I guess, some coolness. She has her alma mater colors from her sorority in the background. And reevaluating my first thought, it's not good. And I don't want to sound mean or bad or I'm throwing shade or whatever. It just wasn't good. When you think of Vogue, you think of prestige, you think of luxury. It's just something about the name that just stands out and screams out. When you see a Vogue cover, it's supposed to like stop you and it's supposed to be like,
whoa, what is going on here?
She has so many resources available to her. And her team, it wasn't good. It was kind of boring. Honestly, it looked like it could be on the cover of like Golf's Digest or Home and Gardening. It just wasn't Vogue material. That's all I'm saying. What you gonna say?
How dare you? How dare you? First of all, this is Vogue, okay? We are talking about high fashion. We are talking about traditional, just uncanny photos that are taken decade after decade of many different public figures, etc. And not only did you disrespect Vogue by saying, you know what, I want to have my own team go in there, First of all, who's your team? Nobody knows your team. Nobody knows your team, and then y'all went in there and y'all did some crazy mess that just, it shows. It shows. What were you actually thinking about talking about somebody? And then Vogue was like, okay, so we just gonna completely keep our hands off of this or whatever like that, because when this go out, we don't want to have no parts of this, because
No, you didn't.
no, you didn't. I know you didn't do that. And then when I'm looking at the thing, I'm like, okay, so when are they gonna put out the Vogue one? When are they gonna put out the Vogue one? Because this is not it. This looks like this looks equivalent to a picture that you just took as a candidate when you were standing next to the president-elect. Like, this is no. Not at all. We are not doing this. We are not doing this, Mrs. Harris. We are not doing this. That was a mess.
You know, I was trying to be nice because what I realized is that if you're into fashion and you're into knowing Vogue and their culture and how they are, you're gonna view this like that. So for me, like I said, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, it's a cover. It's normal. It's regular. But then I realized whose cover you're on. It's about who your audience is. You know, when you go to a party, you gotta dress the part. If it's a fashion show, guess what? You gotta dress out. She didn't dress out. And the background, and it just didn't work for Vogue. It didn't work for Vogue. If it was like a regular magazine, no problem. It didn't work. But she's not in for fashion, guys. She's here to lead the free world, and hopefully she can lead better than she can pose. That's all I'm saying. Any last words?
Just soft blinks.
Alright guys, moving on to our next topic. So, Joe Biden, who is the president-elect, at this point, we're gonna call him the president at this point. He is planning to sign and push to sign a $1.9 trillion stimulus. Hopefully it gets approved. And also on top of that, he's planning to still discuss and hopefully freeze student loans. What do you think about these two things?
Ooh, first of all, it's the student loans for me, because at the end of the day, you can go to any other country or, you know, many other countries where when it comes to like student loans, it doesn't even exist. So it's like coming out of our pockets, it's people that are in their late 60s and 70s who's still paying off their student loans. And I feel like if he feels the need to like dismiss this whole thing and like eliminate that, by all means, Biden, do what you have to do. Because you get a higher education just to have to be in debt most of your life after getting that education. It just makes really not much sense to me, especially when you're living in this country. Like if you're going to another country and you're trying to come to this country to get like an education, yeah, maybe you want to pay for it just because you're not even going to be providing that service here. However, if you're here, why are we paying for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, hello? You know, that's just my opinion on the situation. I am a person who pays student loans, so at the end of the day, maybe you can say it's a biased opinion. Maybe you can say, you know what, that makes a lot of sense what Dale said.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do have to say, like you just said, people who are still paying, that means they already paid. They've been paying. What about that? Can we get the money back? I mean, let's be honest. What have you done with the degree? Like you go to this school, 3-year, 4-year, 2-year, community college, whatever you do, what did you actually do with that degree? You never really go into it, depending on the job. You don't go in and say, okay, I graduated from this school, and it's just like,
Oh my gosh.
you got the job.
Right.
Not really. If you're a doctor, maybe. If you're a lawyer, possibly. But if you're doing a regular job, a corner office, nobody cares about that. They care about what you can do now. How can you help this company? So with the stimulus, you know, for people that don't have jobs, a lot of people are still unemployed. He definitely needs to push this bill. This bill has been on the agenda for how long? We're just gonna talk about it every single day, but nothing's happening. So that's why the dollar amount is so high, because they know they didn't do it before. So it just accumulated, and now they're at, 1.9 trillion. It sounds really good, but let's not forget, we should have gotten, you know, not less than that, but a good amount every single time. Because it's not like people are hiring back 100%. No, it's not a thing right now, because businesses are still closing because we don't follow the rules, but we won't get into that. And also with the student loans, I don't think we should have them at all. Because if you really think about it, what are you paying for? Like, where is that money going? Teachers are not getting paid any more than they were. The school looks the same every single day you go. They're not doing anything for you. They're doing something for maybe the next generation. Who knows? I don't know. They're probably building a statue. How do you think that statue got there? I don't care about no statue.
Right.
I just want to go to school, learn what I gotta learn, get the degree, and then hopefully get a good job. That's it. And to worry about paying it, some countries don't have payment. They have free education. So imagine as a student, you're in this class and you can just actually breathe and actually just focus on learning, rather than just saying to yourself, oh my God, I gotta go to work because I gotta pay off the bill that I'm about to be hit with after I graduate.
Right, which is only 6 months after, by the way, when they start sending you those letters in the mail so that you can pay for things.
But it happens. That's life. That's the world we live in. Hopefully that passes a bill very soon, and we'll keep you guys up to date. Let us know what you guys think about the situation, and let us know how you're dealing with all this. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much.